Boom, boom, boom. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Um, so let me go. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this. Um, so what's happening is, that a story came out. So let me see. So a story came out that allegedly Coach Prime asked the band to play Perfect Timing after Shador touchdown, right? And then an official from the university came out and said that wasn't true. And the only thing I did was is make a video on it. I never said that it wasn't true in the video, but in the comment section, I'm getting attacked. But I noticed another content creator that make a lot of videos on Colorado. He addressed it. Excuse me. I'm getting sick. He addressed it as well, and he didn't get any attacks in the comment section. He got no attacks whatsoever. And we pretty much made the same video. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here because I got another email. Somebody, I guess, I don't know if they're close to the team. I'm not sure what it is, but they're saying that you shouldn't be spreading false narratives. So now I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like, why are you people getting at me in the comment section? And I wasn't the only one that made a video on this. And when I made a video on it, I didn't accuse Coach Prime of anything. But I went to the comment section on another content creator that also covered Colorado sports. He got no hate in the comment section. So, I mean, is it that you guys can't comprehend? Or what's going on? Like, can you comprehend like maybe my videos, maybe I should condense my videos down to like 2 minutes or something like that. I don't know what I got to do. But it's being perceived that I'm spreading the storyline, and I'm not. This is how I found out about the story. I was on my ex account, and I saw Bucky respond to it, and pretty much he said it was foolish. And then I pretty much said the same thing. I said it sounds like this story is foolish because he said it's foolish, and it sounds foolish. So then I made a video on it, and then I went a step further and I read the Barstool. I read the Barstool article, and I said they didn't substantiate this. They didn't provide any receipts on who at the university said it. So it sounds like they just came out with a hit piece. That's pretty much what I was saying. And then I saw another, like I said, I saw another person make a video on the same topic, and they don't get attacked. Why am I getting attacked? Why am I getting attacked? And I didn't accuse nobody of anything. And so I just wanted to say that I'm sorry I had to start the video out like this, but I didn't. Yeah, someone. So let me play the video. Hold on, I gotta play the video right now because you said you only have 4 people watching, or is it just a glitch? You said I only have 4 people watching, or is it just a glitch? Well, I just started, okay? I just started. So obviously, I don't really care who watching at this point, but they're gonna watch after the fact. I gotta clear my name here because I'm getting a lot of hate here, and I got an email, and I didn't accuse anybody of anything. And how come it's good for one content creator to make a video on it? He don't receive no hate, but I do. You know what I'm saying? So something's not. So let me play the video I made. Hold on one second. So in this video, tell me if I accuse somebody of anything. Just tell me real quick. Just tell me real quick because I got an email. You know what I'm saying? I got a long drawn out email on how I'm spreading narratives. But you got the other dude over there, you know what I'm saying? Which he got a positive channel. He got a real positive channel, and he made Colorado content as well. He got no hate in his comment section. Like, so why are you focused? Why is it geared on me now? Because I don't hate on this program. And first of all, I'm too old to hate. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm too old to hate. I don't know Dion. I'm old enough to call him Dion. Some of y'all not. I'm not hating on Dion. I'm not hating on none of his kids. I just provide objective commentary on how I see it. Not hating on anybody. Shit, I'm older than Matt McChesney. I'm older than him. You know what I'm saying? He could be my little brother. That's how old I am. So I don't have no time to hate on nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I shouldn't have to get an email here. You know what I'm saying? And I got quite a few of them. I got like 2 of them. So somebody's butt hurt here. I did not spread any misinformation. I just was really clowning the article. That's really all I was doing. I was clowning the article. So it sucks. I'm going to have to play my video in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of funny. Somebody else, not too many people made a video on this topic that covers Colorado. Only one other person. And he got no kind of static whatsoever. Like none. He got no kind of static. And the thing is, you people got to start listening. Then I had this lady hit me up. She said, why don't you make a video on them being called the N-word? Well, Coach Prime addressed it. He said he ain't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? He already addressed that. He said, well, I don't know. He acted like he didn't care, you know, about that situation. So it's no need really to me make a video on it because I can't prove that it's true. You know, just like I can't prove that this story is true. But I made a video on it because I cover the news. Well, I cover basically I can't cover all the news because I got a life, but I cover some of the news involving Colorado, and I give my commentary based on the games and stuff like that. That's what I've pretty much been doing in the off season. I've been covering news. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny how somebody else do the same thing and they don't get no static. Like, and I'm getting all these emails. Like, I'm nobody to be emailing. You know, I'm not a Shannon Sharp or anything like that. So don't email me. I'm not nobody to email. I just do this for the fun of it. You know, I don't accuse I'm not spreading some false narrative, you know, and it's crazy because there's something going on because it's obvious in the video that I'm not spreading a false narrative. So why are you getting on me? I think what happened was, folks, we live in a society where I'm not gonna dumb myself down though. My content. If you don't have a attention span to go past 2 minutes, then I can't help you. You know what I'm saying? But they probably looked at the thumbnail. I was just being funny, you know, with the thumbnail. I was making fun of the article. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much all I was doing. But yeah, man, I don't got time to be hating on these kids, man. All them kids on that team old enough to be my kids, yo. All of them. I ain't got no time to hate on them, man. I like watching football, and I thought this was a healthy distraction, and I'm following a moment in time. Um, I'm following a moment in time where you have a Hall of Famer turn coach, and I don't think it's going to last that long. I think I'm just following just a brief moment in time, and you know, as far as documenting it, and you know, just going along with the ride. That's the reason why I started making content on this. Um, and I got other pages I make content on as well. And I've been doing this for quite enough. I've been doing this for quite some time. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing. I like making YouTube videos. I got a high school friend here, Antoine. I know him since high school. He know I like doing this just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying? I got other business ventures outside of here. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't got time to hate on nobody or spread false narratives on anybody. If anything, I'm the first one to be going to bat when they be doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody's fan either. Let me just be clear. This is not a fan channel. I'm not a fan of a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? I just like the fact that, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, I followed him as a kid when he played baseball and when he played football. And he was one of those, he's a celebrity. And he's pretty much a celebrity to me. You know, a celebrity slash um, former athlete. You know what I'm saying? Because for people my age, we see him as a celebrity. We see him as Neon Dion. You see what I'm saying? The First Amendment of hips. You guys, some of you too young don't even know where I got that from. Neon Dion. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know him as. And I'm following a moment in time, you know, in this other stage of his life. But I don't think it's gonna last that long. I honestly don't. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I don't see no incentive for him to be the coach after this once Shador leaves and Shiloh leave and Travis. I don't see any incentive. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the last go at it. I'm just being real with you. That's just how I feel. But he did sign a 5-year contract. If he stay on longer, then I'll follow it longer. But I'm not a fanboy like that. You know what I'm saying? I have an objective opinion, and that's pretty much it, man. Me and him in the same age category. You see what I'm saying? We in the same. He's Generation X. I'm Generation X. We're in the same age category. He's not even that much older than I am. So I got no reason to hate on this man. You see what I'm saying? I don't, especially his kids, especially somebody that's old enough to be my kids. Me and their mother the same age, fam. Why would I hate on them, man? They kids to me. Me and his mother literally the same age. Well, give or take a year or two. So I got no reason to hate on people that is kids to me. So you guys with these comments, it's kind of weird. And it's almost like if you have an objective opinion, you're the outcast. And it shouldn't be that way. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to start the video out like that. And yeah, I'm not trying to sit up here and spread no false narratives. I'm just sitting up here. I'm really trying to be funny here when I made that video. I was really trying to be funny. You can tell how I started out. I'm trying to be funny. Guys, now take a load of this right here. Now, the Barstool Sports is reporting this. It says Deion Sanders reportedly told Colorado band it can't play the fight song after Shador Sanders throw a touchdown pass, so the stadium can play his rap song instead. Things are getting really spooky around here. Let's talk about it. Stay tuned. And that's just me.
Guys, please do me a favor before we get.
So I said things are getting real spooky around here. And I just heard somebody just say the same thing. I literally just heard another commentator literally say that same thing. It's getting spooky around here. So you know I'm being funny. I don't even have to play the rest of the video. I'm being funny at this point. Like, what else are they going to come up with? And I also was the one that said that they're going to continue to come out with hit pieces, didn't I? They're going to come up. And I also said they're making it up. And I explained why they're making it up. And Coach Prime should know this. He remember life without the internet. He remember life without social media. We're in the same age category, so I know he remember. He remember life without it. And look, let me explain what happened back then. The media is a very powerful entity. they can spread a narrative even if it's not true on you. And they will put it out to the masses and blast it out as if it's the truth, and then people will start to believe it. But here's the thing about the media now. They don't understand that people like me, also like Coach Prime, he has a what do you call it? He has a platform that's so huge. All he has to do is just put a story out on his platform and it'll go away. We didn't have that back in the day. We had to actually go to the middleman. And then sometime when you go to the middleman, you're still not going to get your story out there. Okay. Just like I remember the story when they said that he had another kid. I remember that story, that he had got somebody pregnant. And the story wasn't even true. The story wasn't even true. But see, he didn't have social media back then. He had to wait to put out a statement to say this wasn't true. We didn't have that luxury back then that we have now, that I can just cut on my camera and get busy. You know what I'm saying? And if a few people look at it, you just never know if it'll take off or not. But even though his platform takes off, so he has that luxury now. So the media, it's actually neutralizing the media. So it was very important for him to embrace social media because he can tell his own story. And that's a very powerful thing. The media has no control over that. Now, that's why, if you notice, I think in the Harris campaign, she wants to be able to control social media. And I honestly think when she becomes president, that's going to happen. She wants to be able to, they want to be able to control social media and what you say, because it's a very powerful thing with, as you call it, what do they call it? Social media influencers. Certain influencers, they got a lot of power. Imagine if you got an influencer that got millions of followers. Well, you might not think 1 million people is a lot compared to the populace of this planet. However, if you even get about 10% of that million to listen to you, they're going to spread it word of mouth. So it is very powerful. You really have a very powerful reach. And so, yeah, so that's why they're trying to contain and mute certain content creators. And we just saw it when Mark Zuckerberg came out. He admitted it, that their campaign wanted to mute people, and they did. And he was like kind of like regretting it. And so it happens. But this is no longer in control of the major entities anymore. Just like, for example, Shannon Sharp, he's not really working on major TV anymore like that. But he got his own podcast and he's doing very well. They had mentioned that they had fired RG3, but him and his wife had their own YouTube channel that's doing very well. You don't need the middleman anymore. You can literally make money from your house and you don't need them. You don't need them. And for the life of me, I don't see why a lot of these other athletes and celebrities don't do the same thing. Shannon Sharp made a grip of money off that Cat Williams interview. Make no mistakes about it. He made a grip, minus taxes and all that. But he made a grip of money off one interview. One interview went into the stratosphere. We didn't have that luxury years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm old enough I remember rocking a beeper. You know what I'm saying? So I lived through the technology, so that's why I embrace it. So a lot of people my age, they don't embrace it. But I honestly think they should. If they got kids, they should embrace it. So they should know what's going on. Because AI, I think you should embrace AI as well to understand what AI is doing, so you'll know how to navigate around it and know how to make some money off this new technology. So, but anyway, so that's why when Coach Prime in his press conference, he said, listen, I got my own platform. I could get real personal if I want to, but I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So he's right about that. But that's why he had to address it. Things like that he do have to address. You know, trying to change the culture and stuff like that. Like the fight song, that's changing the culture of the tradition. But he didn't do that. And you might say to yourself, why they just coming up with stories out of the blue and making them up? Because they're still stuck on the old ways of journalism, on how they were trained. They weren't trained like that in college. You learn that on the job training. You know what I'm saying? You learn one thing of journalism in school, you learn the basics. But when you're on the job, now you learn yellow journalism. You learn a little bit about yellow journalism in college, but that yellow journalism, Randolph Hearst. I don't know if y'all know the story of Patty Hearst, but her great grandfather Randolph Hearst is what you consider the father of yellow journalism, and it's still very prevalent today. Even the television, when you watch television, is programming you. I don't watch television. The only time I watch television is when the sports is on. That's the only time I watch. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't know anything about these shows. Unless if it's on YouTube, yeah. But as far as turning on my TV just collecting dust right there. I don't watch TV. Because I'm a content creator. I'm really, like I said, I spend a lot of time creating content for various channels. So I don't really have time like that. And I don't really have time to be like watching people like that either. I watch Buckingham and the product that he push out, because I like commentating on it, doing my commentary on it. And I had already explained his profession. He's a documentarian. That's what he is. I'm not trying to label nobody, but he's a documentarian. And so really, I don't mean any harm here. You know, so I really was making fun of it. I said it's getting real spooky out here. But what people do is they look at the title and then they make their comment. You know, it's just crazy. You know, so I felt like I had to respond to him like, yo, whenever you feel like you need to get my attention and you got to email me multiple times, now you're out of pocket. Because there's no reason for you to be emailing me. You know what I'm saying? Or hit me up on Instagram, unless you're a nice looking young lady. Then you can hit me up. That's what my that's what my Instagram is for. Not my Buffs Nations Daily, but my personal Instagram. You can get in my inbox. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I don't want no hymns in my inbox. You know, like that. Just sitting up there having a regular conversation with me. You know, I'm old school with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my inbox is for. My business inbox is Buffs Nations Daily on Instagram. You know, for news stories and stuff like that. My personal inbox is for women. So that's pretty much it. And family. And close friends and stuff like that. So I just have to say that. Because some people, when you ignore their comments, they want to just sit there and email you. It's not that deep, man. It's sports. At the end of the day, it's a healthy distraction from what's going on in the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? Half these people comment, they don't even know what's going on in the rest of the world to even be worried. But anyway, so I just had to say that right there. So let's get into, now I titled this right here, people going to get butthurt over this. I said, Colorado back to practice. Actually, no, I changed the thing even after that. I said, how did I title it? Sorry, y'all. I just had to do that soliloquy real quick because people only listen to a first little bit of this live. I said, will Colorado survive without a run game against Colorado State? And, you know, sometimes you put titles out there just to grab attention. But that's not the context really of what I'm about to do right now. That's just to grab attention. If content creators know what I'm talking about, if you know anything about YouTube and grabbing attention. Now I do admit some of my titles will grab your attention, but you gotta at least listen to a minute of the video at least to sit up here and make accusations. That's all I want to say. But I do understand YouTube. I really do. I've been doing it a long time. But I just wanted to, because hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and all that. That means somebody's butt hurt. So that's why I had to say something. But can they win? Now I'm getting into the video. Can they win without a running game? Can they win without a running game? Can they? And I honestly think they can beat Colorado State without a running game. I'm only talking Colorado State though. They can beat Colorado State without a running game. Because I just don't think they committed to the run. I just don't. I don't think so. Because I know they will tell you that, depending on what the box look like, because I know Coach Prime said depends on what the box look like. He's right. I mean, if they stacked up, you're not going to run the running back up the middle. But I have seen y'all do that when the box is stacked up. Y'all have ran the running back up the middle. Y'all did it to Dylan when the box was stacked up. Even y'all did it with Charlie. Remember on the goal line? The box was stacked up. And almost stacked up. It wasn't totally, but when he got stopped at the goal line. But what my point is, if you give the running game a chance, at some point the running back might break one open. Out of 25 chances, maybe 4 chances he'll break one open for 40 yards or another one for 20 yards. Now he got a positive, just like they be doing Scatterboo. And they be doing the kid at UCLA. Scatterboo is at Arizona State. Like he gets a lot of touches, but they got they have different schemes they use, to get him going, like that, or get the running backs going, because they, McCaskill is there now too, and the other kid transferred in. They running 4 running backs actually, mainly 3. They running full time. They running 3 running backs. But I just feel like, if you see the game plan that you guys had is not supporting what you're telling the team right now. It's not supporting it because the game plan was off. Everybody could clearly see it. And I'm not hating. It's just that we could clearly see that y'all weren't running the ball. Like, you only ran it a few times. Like, nah, we ain't running this no more. Somebody told me, this was a pro that said this, you have to run the ball anyway. Even if you can't run it, you still got to run it just to keep the defense honest. But maybe they don't share that same philosophy. I'm not saying every coach share the same philosophy. That's only Bill Belichick. He won multiple Super Bowls. I'm not saying everybody share that same philosophy, but you got to have some type of running game. But I could see if they couldn't run the ball. But we saw number 7 run the ball. But unfortunately, Coach Prime said he's hurt. He's going to be out, I guess, for this game. So then we're not going to see number 7. But do you think they can run the ball? I mean, do you think, not run the ball, do you think they can win without a running game? You said, Max, I think Schumer is a problem, but Coach Prime won't say it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there because he had a running game at Jackson State. Yeah, I understand what you're saying there because, see, I can't keep saying, because you can't say Coach Prime don't know what he's doing. You can't say that because he had a well-balanced oil machine at Jackson State. And he was calling shots too. He was doing it too. Remember at Jackson State? Because remember, Coach Prime has experience being a coordinator, even though it was on a high school level, but he still has that experience. And remember when he was at Jackson State, he used to have that card in his hand. Sometimes he used to tuck it in his hoodie. Remember the card? Those were the plays. Those were the plays. So he used to be like this sometime. And you know, with the thing down, and he's like this. Damn, he might have to go back to that. And because I know Bucky was like on his interview with who did he just interview with? 0 to 60. When he was just interviewing with what's his name from 0 to 60. Gosh, what is his name real quick? I hate to say what's his name. Mike McChesney. He just interviewed with Mike McChesney, and he was like, you know, him and his dad had a heart to heart. And he told him, when you see things you don't like, he was like, you got to say something immediately instead of waiting for it to bother you. He said, you need to act on it. So that might be it, y'all. Because there's no way he don't know football. There's no way. He does know it. I would never question him on his football knowledge. Never. That's like questioning a scientist, which I am a former. I was in the science field. That's like questioning, but there's levels even to the science field on depending on what you were doing. I was on the environmental side. That's like questioning a scientist about being a scientist. You can't question a scientist and you ain't a scientist. So I can't question him on his football IQ because he has one. You can't get to the Hall of Fame without one. I don't care what nobody say, because there's only a few people in the Hall of Fame. So you can't get to the Hall of Fame without a high football IQ. I am sorry. You cannot. So he does know football in and out. He knows it in and out. Like he probably can break down film. You know what's crazy? Like, I wonder if any of the defensive backs, do they ever just go up to him and train and say, hey, coach, look, you ever think any of the defensive backs or anybody ever go up to him like while he's eating or something, like, hey, coach, I need to just say something to you real quick. He's like, okay, dog, what's up? This is my time. What's up? I need you to pick my game apart. Can you just like, I know we can't sit down for film study because your plate is full, but can you just like grill me in front of everybody? I need you to do it in practice one day. I just need you to just grill me. Tell me where I'm not shit at. Can you just do that? And I guarantee he'll do it. And that will help him. Guarantee it. You got to have somebody like that chewing you out. You got to. It'll be a dream of mine if I'm a defensive back to have him chew me out. I need him to, because I need to know where I'm messing up at. You know what I'm saying? I need it. Okay, I need to watch more film. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And he's already saying it. He said, you gotta watch more film, you gotta do this, do that. Okay, so I gotta watch more film. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Oh, he might say, oh, you're too high. You gotta get lower. So I gotta practice that. It's just different things that only he knows, you know. So him not knowing, listen, he probably laughed at some of this. What you mean I don't know nothing about no balanced attack, son? I play both sides of the ball. Of course he knows. And I honestly believe he might be standing there in the game like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing? He might be saying that. If that's the case, that's crazy. You know, so he may have to go back to the old Jackson State days with the card in his hand, like that he used to have. And if he feel like he got to call the game himself, just call it. He certainly can call a game himself. Certainly, most certainly. You know, I feel like when you make it to that level as far as having a gold jacket, I call you a savant. You like mastered the sport, but you're a genius when it comes to it. You're a genius to the sport. Because not everybody can reach that level. So it's almost like you're genius like in that sport. So it's like when people say that he's not good at coaching or anything like that. Well, who would be good at coaching then? If he's not good at coaching, then who else is good at coaching? He's been doing this when he's been doing this. What's the Georgia coach named Kirby Smart? He's been playing football when Kirby Smart was a kid. So when Kirby Smart was a kid, he'd been playing football when Kirby Smart was a kid, man. Kirby Smart grew up watching Coach Prime. Kirby Smart. Ain't that crazy? He grew up watching him. Lane Kiffin grew up watching him. I know that for a fact because I remember Marty Kiffin. So I know Lane Kiffin grew up watching Coach Prime. I know this for a fact. I know this because of his Marty Kiffin. So he was around the game when he was a kid. So I know he was around Coach Prime. I know he was. All these coaches, just name them. They were kids then, except for the Alabama coach, the old Alabama coach. He's older than Coach Prime. We know that. But I'm not saying all the coaches. But the coach at Oregon, Dan Lanning, he was a kid then when Coach Prime was playing. That's why this is a unique situation here, because he got into coaching, and I think a lot of people felt like, well, he kind of fast tracked in. He didn't earn his stripes. No, he earned his stripes because he was playing football when he was a child. So there's no reason why you coaches should feel a certain type of way. You were a child when he was playing. You were a child. You didn't know football before he knew it. You didn't know football before he knew it. So I know some people will say, well, Max coaching is different. He knows how to coach. He played it. How the hell you don't know how to coach? Now, the only reason why certain players don't make good coaches is because they might expect themselves out of the players. And they wouldn't make good coaches, but it don't mean that they can't coach, though. All of them can coach. But some of them don't want to coach because they don't have the patience. But they know the football game in and out. You know what I'm saying? They know the football game in and out. He did it a lot at Jackson State, Chad. And he do be talking to people during the game. It's just I'm gonna put you up on something real quick. The media only shows him when that headset is up. I'm just telling you they do. They doing it on purpose. You ever see him doing a game? It's like he raising his voice. He's like this. He's on the headset. He do be talking on the headset, but they don't show it. I told you the media is a very powerful entity. They'll make you and paint you any way they want to paint you. They only show him when he's like this. That's when the camera will point to him when he's like this. So you're thinking he's like that the whole game. No, you don't see him getting in his coach's face, and he be getting in the player's face. Yeah, he do it the whole game. And he really did a lot at Jackson State. He did the Andy Reid thing. You know how you have the card in your face? Well, you have the card in your hand. Well, he got the playbook. Yeah. He got his Andy Reid on at Jackson State. But I guess he wanted to do it a little different. I mean, you got offensive coordinators, you got defensive coordinators, you're the head coach. I would say he take the Bobby Bowden approach. Rest in peace to him. He said he told a story on Bobby Bowden. Like Bobby Bowden said, "You coaches are here to please me." You know what I'm saying? So there's different styles to coaching. You know how Andy Reid be coaching where he got the card in his face like this, or Bill Belichick would do the same thing. He just have a different level. It's just a different style of coaching. But it doesn't mean that he's not communicating with his offensive coordinator. It's just that the camera don't let you see it. And I'm convinced that that's the case. Now, every now and then they'll slip where he got the thing down and he's talking to his coordinators. But when you see it, when Bucky showed his version of it, that's when you see it. When Bucky showed his version of it, you see him like this on the mic, just like that. But the media doesn't show it. So getting back, okay, so his path to coaching, like I said, his path is just a little different. Of course, Dan Lanning and them, they had to come up a certain way because they didn't play football in the broadcasting booth like he did. He had already did that. So when they retired, then they'll go to broadcasting. He already retired from broadcasting. So he don't, you know what I'm saying? After this, he just going, I guess he gonna be fishing all day after he finished this. But I think this is a nice little something to do for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's retired from everything. He don't need the money. So this is kind of like something to do. Even though you got money, you still need something to do. So this is like a nice something to do. You're the head coach, trying to turn a program around. So it's really it's a nice something to do. That's how I look at it. It's a nice something to do. And then his sons are on the program. And that's why he got in coaching, because he was like, who else better to teach my sons football than me? He felt like they weren't getting the quality that he was looking for. But damn, he coached them all the way to freaking Power 5, dog. That's crazy. But yeah, he know how to coach. But I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe he sees something in practice. They just can't. They just can't get it together, man. I don't know. And now they got a lot of injuries on top of it. So, damn. Even what's his name is hurt. Let me see. Even what is it? Isaiah Hodge, I believe, got like a little something injury going on. You say you think he's a sideline. Some people say that he's a sideline figure. Now that timeout that he missed, he was in the middle of something. He got into the middle of something, and then he was like, "Oh shoot, I gotta call a timeout." I think that's what happened. He was talking to somebody. But that's like an easy correction though. Oh, that's a easy correction. The timeouts. Let's see what the boys talking about.
Today, figure it out today, dog. We 1-1, bro. Got 15, 14 more games to go. What we gonna do about it? We can change everything by last night.
Hey man, there's nothing like youthful energy. I'm like, Coach, I need to take a break. Oh no, I call her later. She sat up and made fun of my Jets. Hold on 1 second. She don't make fun of my Jets. Hold on. Hello?
We are gonna be so fucked.
Wait. What happened?
Kamala, I'm
No, I told you, yeah, she gonna win. But look, what did you say about my Jets? You said something about my Jets last night. So when did you become a 49ers fan? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let me hit you. Let me hit you back in about 20 minutes. I'm live. All right, I'll hit you back. All right. Sorry, we be trolling each other. We're gonna sit up here and talk about my Jets. And I just, man, every year we can't have a winning season. It's just crazy. But it's the season is still early. Oh man, them New York Jets, man. Yeah. So let's see what
We can change everything.
what I was saying was, don't you like youthful energy? Because I'd be like, Coach Prime, I need a day off, fam. I don't just play this game. Can you give me a day off? I'll be so sore. That's why this is a young man sport. Ain't no way I could be practicing after a game. That's why this is a young man sport. I'll be in an Epsom salt bath and everything else. I know that the defense is very disappointing. It's crazy.
About winning up. Just handle our business and be pros, man. Handle our business like a man. Be a man first. Let's keep going. This ain't stopping shit. It haven't stopped nothing that we got planned. Remember this. This ain't stopped nothing.
I like when they do. And I like that they do that. They kind of like, it's stressful a little bit. You just come off a loss. This is a way to have a little fun.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
We walking. Hilarious. They made them walk.
Walk down. It was cool.
I think defense won the competition. It was. Good morning again. Good morning. Good morning.
Here, stay in the moment, get ready to play these guys, and then what will happen is, what happened to us Saturday will be the best thing that ever happened to us because we're able to fix problems that were highlighted in that game. So we'll fix the problems, we're going to move on. So stay in the moment, we'll fix the problems, and we'll move forward.
Across the 50, make sure we throw that in there because they're going to try to do some foolish. Let me see what we got, John. This is Coach Kelly. Sent this out. I thought it was wonderful. Talent without effort has the same value as expensive car with that gas. You can be talented as you want to be, but if you don't have the effort, it does not matter. Next. Losing is not an option. In life, in this game, relationships, whatever you have in school, losing is not an option. You guys got to understand that. That's not even an option for you. You got to be winners on and off the field, especially off. Next. First, let's play like what you care for the most is dependent on. Play like what you care for the most is dependent on. Two, special teams should say, if I don't do my job, we won't win. That's what special teams should say. If I don't do my job, we won't win. Next. Defense should feel like, if I don't get to this ball, they will score. That should be your attitude, your mindset, your thought process. If I don't get to this ball, they're going to score. And that starts in practice. Next. Receivers should think, if I don't make this catch, we won't get this first down.
Oh, you know it is something that he changed in practice? That he said it's a live practice now. He made it live. So now they hitting each other in practice. I guess he may have thought maybe that's the problem. But yeah, He made it a live practice for the first time in a while. It's been a while since they had a live practice. They usually have like you can hit the running backs and stuff, but I think he made it live for everybody. They hitting CC. You said you can't play or you'll be back in surgery. His mom said, wait, you can't hit. Wait, what do you say, CC? What does that mean? You said use the 12 or 13 packs, the tight end usage. Yeah. I suspect they're gonna do all that on KT. He is not trying to have a losing season. Period. And Bucky said it. Bucky said something. He said, when my dad sees something wrong, he don't always say something. He wait to the last minute when he's absolutely annoyed. And he said he told him you need to act on it as soon as you feel annoyed about it. So he was kind of saying that he let a lot of stuff slide and he just kind of watched it. And I kind of, I think I'm not really into zodiac signs like that, but I'm a Leo, he's a Leo. I'm like that too. Like I don't say nothing like right away. You know what I'm saying? And that's a bad way to be, because you shouldn't let something annoy you for too long. That's like something that I try to work on, or at least kind of verbalize that I don't like it. So yeah, I had said that, Chad. Some players make excellent coaches and some do not. The reason being is some of them don't have the patience, and then some of them want the players to be like them. That's what Michael Jordan said. He said, I couldn't coach because he said I'll be getting on them too much because I expect everything that I used to do out of them. And he said it's not fair. Because I think Michael said he damn near didn't have a life, when he was in the league early on. He just went to practice, came home, went to practice again, and then practiced some more and more. Kobe adopted it. A lot of the greats, they adopt that practice mentality, but everybody don't have it. So that's why Michael Jordan said that. But I think Prime is a coach. He's a coach. He could have paid good money to have his sons coach. He didn't have to coach him. He could have went and got an NFL coach to be his high school head coach if he wanted to. But he wanted to coach. So he's a coach. It's just that we used to him, Chad, is prime time. He's no longer, well, he still, to be honest with you, he still is prime time. He is. He act like it. He really does. He's prime time. But he's a coach though. You know what I'm saying? And it took me a while to break myself from calling him Prime instead of saying Coach Prime. I had to call him by his title. He's a coach. So I like to say Coach Prime. It took me a long time to do because I was like Dion. You know what I'm saying? Or Prime. But please, man, my ex-girlfriend think he walk on water, yo, because she's a Dallas Cowboy fan. You can't say nothing bad about him to her. I'm just telling you, even right now. And she watched my commentary. She said, oh, he's going to get it together. Because I'm like, why? Because that's Prime. That's it. And she don't have no other nothing. She had his original poster when she was a kid. She still has it. His original poster when he was a Cowboy. Because her dad is a Cowboys fan. So she grew up a Cowboys fan. And you can't say nothing bad about him or Troy Aikman or Dak. You can't say nothing bad about none of them. But one thing I give her though, she know her football. And like my friend now that I'm talking to, y'all, she just called me. She know football too. Like they know it. Like they really know football. Like I give them that. It's like I always find women that know football for some reason. And but she was like, I wish I could have played football. You know, she's like that. She know like the intricate details. Like she can look at all what you call it film and understand it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I respect like that. Like watching like football on Sundays wasn't a problem with us. She ain't getting away. She was right there with her jersey on too. And then when the Jets played, she got something to say. But you see that Hankerson has over 200 yards in 2 games. Yeah, I see that. But you know, it's a shame. You know, he made his decision to leave, you know. But Coach Prime called him a dog. But you remember when he was on the way out? So he gave him the stamp of approval. Coach Prime knew that. He ain't surprised by that. But now, what he also said, Coach Prime said in the press conference, he said that it depends on what the defense, what we're looking at, on what we should do. So that's telling me that, man, I know he can call them plays. I know he be sitting there like, damn, we should call this play. We should call this play. I know he be thinking that, but he don't want to step on toes, man. He's a good dude. He don't want to step on toes, man, because you know, I'm starting to think that might be the case because he had a balanced attack at Jackson State. It was no problem, but all of a sudden it's a problem here. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. I mean, what he's supposed to do? He's supposed to be the offensive coordinator too. He can't do that. He's a head coach. You said Neely said Hank wasn't. No, Neely didn't say that. Did he? I don't think so. But hey, man. And then he also said he just like kind of like tipped his hat, you know what I'm saying, to Nebraska. He said they just had our number. You know, he said they just had our number, man. So it's just what it is. But yeah, Nebraska, their line was pretty decent, y'all. It was. So, because I'm like, I kept going back and forth with. I was talking to my friend. She was like, they couldn't run the ball. And I'm like, you ain't see. She said she saw the game. She's like, nah, they couldn't run the ball, fam. She was like, that defensive line was a beast. And I said, well, I don't know. Then I had my brother say that they couldn't run it either. I was like, what about the flat routes and stuff? He was like, nah. He's like, they probably had it covered. And then he was like, if you look at the plays with Shador, he didn't have time. Like they were in his face again. So the only thing he could do was throw the ball away or tuck it and not fumble it when he get hit. So that's a bad position. My brother played quarterback. So he know it from that perspective. And he played in college. My brother played in college. I didn't play in college. My brother did. He played quarterback. And he was saying he told me that you hear footsteps, and he said you have a count in your head on how long how long you need to get that ball out of your hand, and it depends on your offensive line. And if you under duress, it's gonna take you out of your game. Yeah, Nebraska, number 0 for Nebraska. He was there last year, and he was doing the same thing to us, K Ford. They were doing the same thing last year, but the problem was their quarterback kept fumbling the ball. That took them out of the game. And we were Colorado was able to capitalize on it. Yeah, he had his way with us last year. He sure did. And the other one, Ty Robinson. Both of them did. They had their way last year. But Shador was able to, with certain plays, he was able to capitalize on it. And they, won the game. Like I said, like with Shador, he just need a few seconds. That's it. And when they throw the house at him and they don't have max protection, and he got the blitz coming from every angle, and if they really close up on him, the only thing he can do is tuck that ball and protect the ball from fumbling. That's pretty much what he can do, or throw the ball away. But yeah, he was killing that. Ty Robinson and Huckmaker, whatever his name is. Yeah, they were killing them last year, fam. They seniors. I thought they left for the NFL because I was like really wasn't paying attention to them. And then I happened to look at their depth chart. I said, what are they still doing here? Here they go again. Like here they go again. They wanted to come back, they said, so they can have a bowl game. They wanted to have an opportunity to play in a bowl game. So that's why they're back. I like Anquin Barnes, KT Ford. I really do. We're gonna see. But you know what this makes it for, though? It makes it for must-see TV again. It makes it for must-see TV again. We're going to be watching the game again. This time, I'm going to be watching it from this channel. Or maybe I'll do it at the other channel again. I figured out why I got copywritten. I have to mute the commercials. That's why it cut off on us. Because I got copywritten, they cut me out. So that's my bad for not muting the commercials when they play music. So, but I guess somebody said, my brother was like, for him to turn this program around, it's going to take 4 years, 3 to 4 years. He said definitely by next year. He said once he get obviously Shador and them is leaving, so that extends his rebuilding year because he's losing a lot of people after this year. So all he got to do is just the recruiting and bring the recruits in. And also he is developing players now. You see that you got some freshmen up in there sitting there, and they're only going to get better. So it just takes a while. And then also, like Shannon Sharp said, you got to get the hogs in. But the only problem is you just got to I don't know. I don't think and somebody made another good point. His selling point is what we need. So the help, what areas we need help in. So that's a good part of recruiting. Like, we need you. You a dog, and we need dogs on that defensive line because we losing some to graduation. I believe this is Shane Coke's last go at it, and a few other people. So we're not going to have them next year. But one person that we're going to have next year is that running back, though. Number 7, he got 3 years of eligibility. I mean, I guess 2 years after this. He'll have 2 years left. So we got a decent running back, a couple of decent running backs. So that's a good thing to build on. But we losing Shador, though. That's a big hit. We losing number 2. Fuck, man. Maybe, he ain't coming back, but this is it for him. But still. You said you crazy if you think Hayden staying. I heard people say that, but you know how it is. People come and go. So, yeah, you will probably lose some people to the transfer portal. That's the nature of the game now, losing people to the transfer portal. So, but it's going to take a while to rebuild this program because he literally had to build this program from the mud. Okay. Now, Matt Rule, he kept a lot of people. So he didn't have to necessarily build it from the mud. He was close to building it from the mud, but he got some coaches. He got good things around him. So You know, I mean, not good coach around, but people that actually played with the program that's around them.
Take ownership of it. If I don't make this catch, we won't get this first down. Linemen should feel like, if I don't make this block, my mama won't eat. If I don't make this block, my mama will not eat today. She gonna starve. Next.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she think, if I don't break up this pass on third down, it's on you. If I don't break up this pass on 35, it's on third down. Defense should feel like, if we don't make this tackle, they're gonna score.
Oh yeah. We can't give up on the kids that's playing now because you know they're in the middle of a season, and I feel that they can turn it around. You know, I still feel like this is 11-1 team. Yeah, 11-1 or 10-2. I still say it 10-2. The very least 8 games. The very least. I still think they're on track still. The very least 8 games. But I guarantee you they're gonna get that ball rolling. I guarantee it. That ball gonna be running. They're gonna get it rolling. If he got to call the plays himself, they're gonna get it going this time. You said he's still having to coach a lot of mental aspects of the game. Yeah, it's got to be in him. Yeah, he do coach a lot of mental aspects. So you said it's cap. You don't think that record is possible? You said it's cap. We gonna see.
Every play. If I don't get to this ball and make this tackle, they're gonna score. That should be your mentality. 8. We all should come to the conclusion that if we don't practice hard, we won't play hard.
Thank you.
Hard to turn the light switch on in. Coaches, talk to y'all. He don't have the skill set that a lot of y'all have, but every snap, he goes 100. Isn't that right, Cam?
Sir.
Who disagree with that on defense? Every snap, 100.
Yeah, it's true.
100. 100.
One time he knocked himself out the game. He was going so hard. He had a concussion. But I think, you know, he's always been coaching the mental aspect of the game, even at Jackson State when they were undefeated. That's just how he is. He always had these speeches. It's not that it's like, why is he telling them? He always do that regardless. Because he did that at Jackson State. Even though they hadn't lost the game, he was still coaching the mental aspect of it.
Next, specialists should know if we don't make this kick or this punt or the snap, we won't gain the advantage. It's on y'all. That should be your thought process. If I don't make this kick, this punt, or the snap, we will not gain the advantage. That should be your thing. Next, we all should feel that we don't come together and turn up from the beginning to the end, we won't win.
Thank you.
I'm talking about the beginning of practice to the end. We have inside run today, right?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be live.
Yes, sir.
Inside run is gonna be live today.
Right.
It's gonna be live. I don't want anybody hitting below the knee. Inside run is live. It's straight live today. It's live today. It's live today. Ain't nobody but it's live today. Next. This is something I want you to understand. Because I feel this way about baseball. I feel like, you know what? I could have been really, really good. And I have regrets. I have dreams of still playing. I have dreams of, God, I should have just given it a little more. I know I had this thing called football going on as well. But I still regret what I could have been in baseball. And it haunts me till today. It really does. I watch a game every now and then. I actually played that, man. I should have just given it a little more. I had flashes of brilliance, flashes of greatness, but no consistency because I was cheating on baseball and football. And I couldn't give it all that I wanted to give. So regret is an emotion that involves feeling sad or sorry about the decision that was made or not made in the past.
Well, he had to pick a sport. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he wasn't bad at baseball. I mean, you go look at his batting average. He was the man, even at baseball. I mean, I guess he was thinking, you know, like the Mount Rushmore of baseball. That's what he was thinking. But he wasn't bad, put it that way.
It's a type of counterfactual thinking.
When I think of stealing bases, I think of him and Kenny Lofton. When I think of stealing bases, it's him and Kenny Lofton and Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams, Coach Prime, and Kenny Lofton. Boy, there was some dogs stealing bases, man. They were dogs.
Which is the act of imagining how life might have been different. If y'all talk to him, so y'all think.
Hey, let's hurry y'all shit up. New fucking week. Forget about last week. It's about this week. It's about right now. You got to take advantage of your moments. Take advantage of your opportunities. Do this shit. Let's go, boys. Break it down. Sir. Family on three. 1, 2, 3. Family. Give me a ball. I want a ball.
Let me see.
One freaking 3 freaking plays. There it is. There it is. Stand out. Stand up.
Uh-oh.
Foot. Stand up.
Run from this pipe.
We can't run freaking 3 freaking plays. There it is. There it is. Stand out. Stand up. Foot.
Hey man, that brings me back to I had a high school coach, man. Hey, Antoine, you remember Mr. Slowey? You remember Mr. Slowey and Mr. Bailey? You remember Antoine, you there? You remember Mr. Bailey, right? Coach Bailey. He chewed me out so bad that he lost his voice. He lost his voice, Antoine. You remember he was our also biology teacher on top of it. But he chewed me out so bad. He chewed me out so bad that he lost his voice in a game. You know why? Because they called me to go in a game and I couldn't find my helmet. Like I couldn't find my helmet, man. And I was almost had to borrow somebody's helmet. Somebody moved my helmet. I couldn't find my helmet. And he was like, why you ain't going in the game? Coach, I can't find my helmet. And I had my head down. Put your head up. What you say? What? You can't find your helmet. No, I can't find my helmet, sir. And he was spit. It was spit going all over the place. I thought he was going to have a stroke the way he was talking to me. And then people laughing in the audience because it was people sitting behind our bench. They laughing at me because it was a rainy day that day. I was the only one that had a clean outfit on. My whole drip was clean and everybody else was muddy. I could not find my helmet, yo. And look, I had the headband on everything because, I think I'm prime time. Because Prime, when he played football, he used to wear the bandana. So everybody started doing it, either wearing the bandana or the you know how like Jim McMahon used to wear the headbands. That's what we were doing. So I had all that on. I just had the drip, man. And what you think, you a superstar? Look how you dress. And spit going everywhere. He lost his voice. So at halftime, he was like, okay, guys, that's what I need you to do. He said, because of this dude right here, I lost my voice. He lost his voice, man. He couldn't talk. He couldn't talk for the rest of the game. He couldn't talk. He had to do sign language. He couldn't talk. And he was just like grunting at me. And he was like, you know what's going to happen when we get back Monday. You know what's going to happen to you. Oh, yeah, you're going to run. Where the fuck, son? And then the other coach, Coach Slowey. You remember Slowey, right, Antoine, Mr. Slowey? He said, where the fuck is your helmet? He said, go get your motherfucking helmet. I said, Coach, I can't find my helmet. He said, go find your motherfucking helmet. And then the person that was we had like a trainer. It was like somewhat of a trainer. We weren't fancy. We didn't have like a trainer. But she moved my helmet. Oh, she said, oh, here's your helmet right here. So then I was afraid to ask to go in the game at this point. Get your ass in the pen. Blah, blah, blah. He was screaming. And then at halftime, he's screaming at me. It was crazy. Couldn't find my helmet, man. Because I didn't think I was going to get no burn. The fuck? Well, I didn't think I was going to get. He was cussing and everything. He called me all type of names. Craziness. And everybody sitting up there laughing at me. It was crazy. But yeah, that's what this coach reminded me of. The way the coach started screaming right there.
There it is. Stand out! Hands up. Hands up. Fight! Hands up. Scout team. Joey! I don't want to hear all the BS on the sideline. We want to run the ball. That's a mentality, it's an attitude. You got to start now. And y'all got to bring that thing with you so they can pick it up and go with you. You understand that? You got to stay on your feet. I want you on your feet. First man in front of you, make a miss or run his ass over. Don't go down easy. First man cannot bring you down. Everybody understand that? That's the mindset we got to have, man. We got to bring some substance to this thing. Let's be going to conference play.
Hey, look, I would get kicked. They'll send me to the locker room. I raise my hand, coach. I got a comment to make. Can y'all change the scheme a little bit? Can y'all do that? They'll send me to the damn locker room, man. Sometimes my mouth used to get me in trouble. And so they saying run, yeah. So they gonna get this running game together.
As we go through our rivalry game, this thing gotta mean something. Coach said it, man, no regrets. No regrets, man. Live your life with no regrets. Y'all gonna have regrets when y'all leave today for practice and we go into Colorado State. Here we go. No regrets, all right? Come on.
There you go, right there. Yeah, they all doing right.
Come on, let's go, Barnes. Let's go, Barnes.
Yeah, I just went.
You saw it. You saw it. Come in here. Football hard when it played right. It's supposed to be hard. Hey, and to be honest with you, you either doing which one is it gonna be? You either doing drop your walk between this line. I've been saying this shit since I've been here through shit. Shut the fucking tone in everything we do. We gotta do this shit to show we got some toughness.
You see the intensity he has? You got to have that on the line. You got to have that type of intensity on the line. It got to be a damn fight on that line. I guess, right?
That's so fucking football. I ain't standing for that shit. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Get your ass going. Every time we put on these helmets, we knocking shit back, and we getting off blocks, and we hitting ball carrier. Do you understand?
Yes, I love that right there.
You gotta wake up on that shit on your mind. You gotta wake up, ready to dominate. It gotta come from here. It's got to come from here. Football is in you. It ain't on you. It is in you. You either about that life or you ain't. But I'll tell you what, we gonna find out who's faking the funk and who ain't. Motherfucker, tell me anything. Tell me anything. My motherfucking eyes don't lie. I can tell by the way you practice if you love this shit or not. Love what you can do for the game. What the game can do for you. What can you do for the game? What can you do for the game? What can you do for the game? That's what's important. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get ready to rock and roll. D-line on me. D-line on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Oh, I like that right there. What y'all think? Yeah, man, that's old school coaching right there, man. It gave me flashbacks. Yeah, I think Colorado State may be in for a butt kicking. Yeah. Because they got the mentality that they were embarrassed. So now they got Colorado State, they got to take it out on them. Because all they got to do is that man in front of them, just be like, I'll apologize to you in advance. Because today you are legally going to get assaulted today. It's going to be an assault. And I'm going for that quarterback. I don't know. You said it doesn't work for this team? No, I think they pissed off. Where is Cam at? Oh, they go Cam. At Drew, the team is pissed off. I know they are. They gotta be. They feel embarrassed. Oh man, the intensity is better. I love it. I love it, man. They used to make us run them hit drills. Yep, I love it. You said unless the scheme change, the practice don't matter. Hey, Cam. So now we're gonna ask Cam now. Cam, I have a question for you if you're listening. Is there a reason why they don't run the ball a lot? Like, to keep it balanced. That so that'll take the pressure off Shador. Do you know a reason why they pass so much? Because you got to run the ball, Cam, to make this balance. So do you know why that was happening? Do the coaches feel like these kids couldn't run the ball? I mean, these young men couldn't run the ball. I sorry to keep calling them kids. They grown-ass men. But is there a reason why they're not running the ball the way they are? You said there's lots of reasons. Can you give us one? Because I'm confused, Cam. You gotta keep it balanced. You gotta have a balanced attack. Even if you can't run the ball, you still gotta run the ball. Everybody knows this, Cam. This is fundamentals. Like, why are they not running? What, like, because if you look at, they only got a few touches. They didn't even give it a chance. You have to give it a chance. How come they didn't throw too many sweet passes or flat passes? How come they had an empty backfield? Empty shotgun, empty pocket, no max protection. I don't know. I'm think I'm gonna just not even ask no more. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the season. I'm not gonna ask no more because wait a minute. Wait. You said Coach Prime is starting. He's starting to see the reality of what running will do. But honestly, it has to do with the defenses they play. No. What, you don't have to be successful in the run to run the ball. But there's also things you can do to maximize your talent. Like, for example, you remember Cam, they threw the number 7 in the flat during the game. You remember that? And he was successful. Cam, they do have a running game. They do. I don't think the coach, do they realize that they have a running game? I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think they realize it. You said Dylan is not doing a lot for KSU. No, you don't have to do a lot. People don't use their running. Like, here's the thing. You use them in certain schemes. Like, it's a script. It's a script they use. Like, Dylan knows he has a script. And he damn sure scored a touchdown. He damn got a touchdown on his belt now. You said Coach Prime likes Hayden a lot. It's unfortunate that he is hurt, but Hayden would have been a huge focal in this game. Oh my God. Let me try to figure this out, because now maybe I'm crazy, yo. Maybe I'm on a short bus today. I'm probably because sometimes you gotta look at yourself on the outside. Maybe I'm on a short bus. Let me figure this out for a second. Not you. It's not on you, Cam. I'm just trying to figure out something. Let me think about this for a minute. Let me think about this for a minute. I don't know. Did Dallin Hayden, did he show up for the game? Or is it a different number 7? Because there was a number 7 that came into the game. He ran it up the middle and he got more than the first down. And the offensive line was able to block. Maybe that didn't happen. And also they threw to him in the flat and he tore it up. And they threw it to him one more time and he threw it up. So they have a running game. They have a running game. Now, what he's trying to say is, you remember how Charlie got stopped? Running backs are going to get stopped. That's a part of the game. They are going to get stopped. But you have to still give them opportunity to break one open. You still have to give them opportunity to break one open. $7 a carry is great. That is very good. $7 a carry. What do they want? 15 yards a carry? Maybe in certain situations he could pick up 15 yards in one carry. It just depends on the situation. Yeah, our Brooklyn boy, something is wrong. Something fell apart. Something definitely fell apart. I'm not going to try to figure it out, but something fell apart. Something is not right here. And these coaches shouldn't be yelling. They shouldn't be yelling because the offensive line did their job. All right, hold on, yo. This is not a Mandela effect. Hold on, I gotta go find the footage. I gotta go find the footage of Dallin Hayden now. I gotta go find it. I'm gonna have to use Buffed Prime's footage because they watched the game. Hold on, I'm gonna have to use their footage. Tell them don't get me. I'm just doing this for educational purposes here. That's the recap. Hold on one second, y'all. I got to go back and see this. I got to go back and see it because he did run it, man. It really did happen. I gotta look because like now I feel like I'm going crazy. They got a running game. Hold on one second. I don't like to feel like that, like I'm going crazy. Because hold on. I know. Hold on one second. Hold on. Here's a play right here. Well, this is not a play that he ran. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you that the offensive line. Look right here. Now, this is not a running play, but if he dumped it off to him, he would have at least picked up 5 yards. Look at the hole. Boom. See it? See how wide open that hole is? He would have broken for more than 5 yards right there. You see the offensive line, they even though this is a pass block, but they still open holes. But I have to find a play where they have a running game with Hayden. Because you can't sit here and say that you don't have a running game and you have a running game. You have a running game. I'm just going to have to find it. I'm just going to wait a minute. I'm going to find it. Okay, that's one play, but there's another one. Look at this. Hold on. I think I missed it. See, she said just give it to Dallin. Hold on. All right, here it is. Watch this. See, look what he can do. Guys, you guys have a running game. Did you see that? Did you see that? Let's rewind it. But it gets better, though, when they do give him that opportunity. That's one way you can utilize your running back. Now, see, hold on. Let me time out. Now, let's say they come in with a blitz, right? It's not a problem. The blitz is not a problem at this point when you can just throw the hate in like that. Watch this. See the blitz? Look, it's come, boop, just throw it out. Not a problem. You can do that the whole game with his athletic ability. So y'all can't say you don't have a running game, but we're gonna keep. I'm gonna find another one. I'm gonna find a better one. Yeah, and I feel like I'm in the Mandela effect, and this game was just only Saturday. You said check during the third quarter. Now he did some damage late in the game too. Yeah, it might have been the third ant. Because this is fourth quarter action. It was something he did late in the game, and some people was like, it's too late at this point. Just got to find it. I should have had it timestamped. But they for sure have a running game, but they just not using it though. All right, hold on. This is where he got hurt. This is where he got hurt. You see it? They have a running game. Let's just go back, even though he got hurt there. But he did something before that in the third quarter as well. When they only gave him a few touches this game. But each of his touches, guys, it mattered. Each of his touches when they gave it to him. Now look at the line of scrimmage. How many yards he picked up? Look at the line of scrimmage. He picked up about 6 yards. He got hurt there, unfortunately. But every time they call his number, it mattered. You got to play. This is a game of inches. You have to play this 10 yards at a time. You don't always have to go for the big ball. You got to utilize that running game to protect Shedeur. This is the fundamentals of the game. So when they say that they don't have a running game, they do have a running game. They do. They just didn't use it, Cam. Because we just saw it on video, fam. No, it's not about the players, what they're doing now. I'm talking about right now. You said Hayden is a good back. Okay, my question is, Cam, how come they didn't use him? How come he wasn't the feature back if he's so good? Because he is good. So my question is, how come they're not using him? And you probably can't answer that. Maybe you're saying too much. But this is everybody is not picking on this program. See, they think there's a lot of haters going on. No, people have questions. Like, if you have a running back on the bench, why are you not using him? Right. It does keep the opponent defense on the field. Yeah, Hayden is RB1. We all know that. We all could see it. But the coaches didn't see it, Brooklyn. But they're sitting up here yelling at the players. So they got to understand, I'm being real here. They look crazy doing it. Yeah, I can't, but I did talk to Coach Prime and said Dallin needs to be used more. That's not good enough. They yelling at the players right now, Cam, and it was a coaching problem. This looks funny. And I'm being honest. You know the crazy thing is, Cam, they probably look at me as a hater, man. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. I'm telling you how it looks on the outside in. It's just that a lot of people are saying it, but the only difference is I have a YouTube channel. That's the only difference. But a lot of people in here agree with me. They have a running game. They just didn't use it. I think they need to be honest about it and say, look, we just believe in Shedeur passing. But the thing is, Nebraska, they saw that weakness and they were able to stop it. That's what happened. And it was effective. I mean, I'm not knocking Nebraska. They did what they had to do. You said he's losing interest in Charlie, which is a start. He was supposed to have Dallin as number 1 from the start, Cam. Everybody in here knows this. He was supposed Dallin was supposed to be 1 from the start. The way he's running. No, father. I see what you're saying. We're not calling you a troll. No, I never said that Shedeur is pad statting, because yes, Wilkerson did run over 1,000 yards. I wish there was a way Dallin can go back to where he came from, but it's too late now because he's wasting his time. You know what I'm saying? Like he was supposed to be the premier starter from day one. From day one, it's clear. Oh, he's starting to utilize Charlie less. Yeah, I guess it's not too. I mean, it's only the second game, so we'll see Cam. But he's hurt this week, though. They're not going to use him this week because Dallin unfortunately went down with an injury, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, it will be a positive week, Mike. They just missing one element, Mike. They hurting themselves. They just missing one element. That's it. The run game. But that's it. They I don't even see no huge fixes. You know the crazy part is I don't see that much of an issue with the offensive line. The reason why they probably was having problems because no lack of run game. I know they still got Welch, Hood, and Augustov. Yep. They still have them three. They still got, they still have a running department, right? It's like the next man up. But I'm gonna tell you something, right? You can still use Charlie. He wasn't even the problem. But you use him effectively in certain schemes. Like, okay, in this situation, you're gonna act like you're getting ready to block and you're gonna slip out to the flat. And I'm gonna throw it to you there. That's where you use him at. That's where you use him at. Hey Charlie, I got something for you, right? We got a special play for you. You gonna act like you blocking, and then you're gonna go into the flat. And just like we're gonna do that with the tight end, you're gonna act like you're blocking, but you're not gonna block. And you're gonna go in the flat just in case if I need you. And I'm gonna look to see what my other two options are, and I'm just gonna dump it off to you in the flat. And we're gonna burn them all day because they're gonna sit up here and try to blitz us, and we're gonna make them look crazy. Yeah, you can still use Charlie. You just got to use him the right way. And I know you, Cam, you can't tell us, um, um, yeah, they are. I'm trying to tell you guys, if they run this ball and make it more balanced, they are 11-2 team. I mean, a 10-2 team. They're getting ready to play for the Big 12 title, but they're not going to play for the Big 12 title because the coach is in the way. They are ready to play for the Big 12 title. I'm telling you this. I know. I don't seen Tommy Frazier. I know what a Tommy Frazier looks like. I don't seen all types of good teams. Okay? I remember the team with Tom Osborne when he had Tommy Frazier on how that running game was. I had to mention Tommy Frazier because we just played Nebraska. Listen, a running game, you are deadly. And with them receivers he got and the way Shador can spin it, guys, we have a deadly team. Deadly. Deadly. Yeah, if they balance, Shador is going to get sick with it. And I don't know. I felt like I had to do my part, man, because I feel bad for the kids that transferred there because they didn't have no problems at the other school. I bear witness. Khalil Benson didn't give up the sack, fam. He only gave up one. He didn't have a problem. He should have stayed at Indiana now. That's how I feel about it. If they don't fix this. You know what I'm saying? We talking about NFL. Coach, they can't go to NFL. Y'all get this right. I honestly feel like this is a Big 12 contender team here. You feel me? I really feel that way. But I feel like the coach is in the way. Damn, I kind of feel rough with bad for these kids, man. They sitting there getting yelled at for no reason. And the scheme was off. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And then, you know, I don't want them to feel like, damn, oh, he's hating and stuff. Because that's how they gonna feel. That's how they gonna feel, man. Oh, he a hating channel now. That's how he gonna feel, yo. He a hating channel. I'm a hating channel because the kid from Ohio State should have had more touches. I'm a hater. And they won't even say they fucked up, man. They won't even mention, they won't even admit it that they fucked up. They won't even admit it, yo. At least I can admit I fuck up, man. They won't even admit it. Telling these running backs, when you the first hit, make sure you truck the person. That ain't it. That ain't it, man. That ain't it, coach. That ain't what happened. And I'm seeing it. It's fucked up, man. It really is. It really is, man. No, it is hate because they feel like that, Stanford. They feel like if you go against them and what they say, we're haters. They feel that way. And it's not the offensive line fault, man. I feel bad for him, yo. He's sitting up there yelling at him, and you see Zelinka's face, man. And they sitting there like we playing our hearts out, but you guys keep throwing the ball. I feel bad, yo. Man, it's messed up, man. And it's messed up. This is a learning experience, though, because my son ain't gonna never go through this. I would transfer him so bad. Like, nah, you can't play here, yo. You got to go somewhere where people know what they're doing. And Prime knows what he's doing, man. He know that. That's the crazy part. He knows that. You know? Damn, that's fuck. Man, that's just crazy. You take pressure off the offensive line when you run the ball. And the reporter said that to him, too. And he was like, what you mean? When you pound that ball, they get to attack. They go into attack mode. I know that because I played center. You go into attack mode at this point because you know what's coming. Ain't no drop back and pass protect. Nah. You can attack a little bit. That's when we call smash mouth football. You know what I'm saying? Now you get to inflict some pain. You know what I'm saying? It's like and you see how the running backs, they sitting there, he's like, yeah, are you guys with it? All you gotta do is make sure you I want you, when you get the ball in the game, you make sure you truck the guy. Them running backs, man, they look at him like, what are you talking about, man? That's what I'd be like. I would love to see it one time. He got one running back to his side or two. He usually don't have two to his side, one on each side, but at least one. and they throw an all-out blitz at him, he throw it in the flat and just sit there and laugh at him. And just sit there and laugh after they don't blitz him. He picked up, the running back picked up 20 yards on him. I would love to see that because they got the running backs that can do it. They had, man, imagine Dylan in the flat. Lord have mercy. But it don't matter. They got people fast. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Now they're gonna stop blitzing you. They're gonna stop because they're getting killed. The next thing you know, they don't know you about to pass. The next thing you know, you don't air one out to Travis Hunter or Horn. You don't air it out. Now you don't score it. So yeah, that's where I was coming from with it, Cam. And look what he just said, y'all. I told y'all that's how the team feel. He's from the team. This dude is a part of the team. He said, "All right, I'm done with this channel. I'm telling everyone to avoid this channel." He said, "I'm out. Good luck." You see that, right? Y'all saw it. I fucking told you. I'm almost 50 years old. I know how motherfuckers think. I told you they think I'm a hater. I told you that. Thank you. Now y'all see it. And Antoine, you know me since I was a kid. You know I ain't no hater. And these motherfuckers over there think I'm a hater. I told you. These motherfuckers watch me. I know they watch me. And now they think I'm a hater. I told y'all that, yo. I know what I'm talking about. There you go. And he works for the team. And he just said it right there. He said, "I'm done with this channel. And I'm telling everyone to avoid this channel. And I'm out. Good luck with everyone. But I'm done with this channel. You don't get my services again. See you." That's directly from the team. Directly. He talked to Coach Prime every day. Now y'all know. Now y'all know. Now y'all know. There you go, folks. That was God right there. That was God showing y'all. That's how they act over there. They think I'm a hater. Let me tell you what happened one time. Somebody went to Bucky, right? Let me tell y'all what happened. Somebody went to Bucky and was like, "Yo, Max be hating on you." And then Bucky was like, "Nah, Max is cool. He not hating on me." But they probably convinced him I'm a hater. And you know he gonna go back to the team tomorrow and say I'm a hater. He worked for the team, Brooklyn boy. He's like an analyst or something like that. I'm gonna tell you guys something real quick. Antoine can vouch for you. I'm not a yes man. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I just give my objective commentary. That's it. Antoine will vouch for you. We're old. We're so old that these kids old enough to be our children. That's how old we are. So there you go. Now, this happened to me before. Y'all didn't know this. This happened to me before on the back end. They were in the Twitter space and they had told Bucky about me. But Bucky had already knew about me because what's his name? Darius from Reach the People Media. He followed me on Twitter. Like on one of my Twitter, I got like 70,000, I think I got like 80,000 followers on one of my Twitter accounts. He don't follow me on that one, but he followed me on another one. And then Caleb Mathis followed me too. and a few other people, a few other parents. This is how I know. You know what I'm saying? They don't see me favorably. I'm telling you that. That's why I don't go to the games, if y'all know now. No, I won't go to, I'm not going to that. Like, I'll watch it on TV to support, the players like that. But I played football. You know what I'm saying? I played in the trenches, and I was a tight end. I know the importance of a running game. Even if you don't have one, you still got to use the running game. But I pointed out the fact that they have a running game, they just not utilizing it. That's the problem. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to win the game, though. It doesn't mean that, but at least it gives you a chance with that, with the receivers they have. It gives you a better chance to take pressure off the quarterback, and that way you won't beat yourself. That's the only point I was making. And also, I told you I don't receive emails and all that talking about I'm spreading false narratives. So yeah, man. You said they trying to take JTL. They trying to take down JTL. I don't think so. I don't think they trying to take down JTL. Why would you say that? JTL keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? JTL, he covered the news and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He don't go hard like that. I don't go hard either. It's just that I just pointed out what happened in that game. So the coaches can't sit here and yell at these kids. I mean, excuse me, I keep saying kid, I'm sorry. It's disrespectful. I mean, yell at these young men when it was their fault. So that's what I meant. They should have just said, guys, we got to do a better job with the scheme and we'll get it right. Instead of sitting up there yelling. You said they flagged his videos? Why would they flag his videos? Is he sure that they flagged his videos, or I have to watch his video then, Father? But you know why they may not have flagged his video? You know what happened? When you play the videos, if they got music in it, you will get copywritten. But it's not Bucky or anybody that's doing it. It's because of the music in the videos. That's why. It's YouTube. And if somebody did flag you, it'll say the name on who flagged you. Did he say it gave a name? Because it'll give a name if they flagged you. But usually you will get flagged if it's music playing. Yes. And also you will get flagged if you play CBS or certain clips. So you notice I can't play certain clips of the game. You'll get flagged that way. So if anybody, I'm going to tell y'all something. If you want to start a YouTube channel, you can, but just know that you can't play music. You have to play royalty-free music, and then you'll be pretty much straight. And also, you can use the all videos, how they use, the how Buffed and Prime use it. You can use those videos, but you can't use CBS videos to give game commentary. And it's really, like right now, you see how I played this clip? I'm going to get flagged for that. But what I'll do is after the video is over, I'll go back and delete it. Okay. See, you flagged them. Okay. You can't use. Okay. Here's the thing. You can't use CU clips either. Like, you got to be careful with that. If it's like something Bucky did, yeah. But if he start flagging, then obviously you can't use his stuff either. But he don't flag. He keeps it 100. He's, you know, he's real. He keep it 100. But you can't use the school's content. No, the school content you can't use. You have to actually call their office and get clearance to use anything that CU has recorded. That you can't use. So that's just a back end for y'all if y'all ever want to start a video with YouTube. If you ever, I mean, everybody has YouTube pages, right? Because you're typing right now. But if you decide you want to upload content, and you know the quickest way to blow up, right? Y'all know that, right? The quickest way. All you have to do is make 30 shorts. Just make 30 and have them go out every day. Have 2 go out every day on a time basis until all those 30 is uploaded. And that's how your channel is up and running. Oh, I didn't know that. Caught on camera. I have to go check John out. John, a real one. You see what I'm saying? I had used one of John clips one time, and he never dinged me, which he could have. You know what I'm saying? John is a real one. He didn't ding me or nothing, which he could have. But yeah, so if you want to start a channel right now, all you got to do. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Give you a if you want to use CU clips, you can use the shorts. Put them in short format, and you can't get flagged. And then use the music that YouTube provides you. You can use any kind of music, like hip hop and stuff, but use their catalog to do it when you upload your video, when you upload your short. And make sure you upload the short from your phone. Okay? Upload the short from your phone so you can change the thumbnail. And then make sure you have 2 go out on a time basis every day for a month, and your channel is up and running. And then as soon as you put out a short form content, you got 5,000 views or better, at least 2,000 or better. That's how you start. If anybody want to know. Oh, he claims it's coming from the school. Okay, so what he has to do is, right, he has to contact the department and say that he's a part of the media, and that can he get clearance, and they should be able to give him clearance. He just got to contact the school and give the person his URL, and then they will give all they got to do is send him back an email, and then he cut and paste that and put that in YouTube, and he'll be straight. That's how he get that going. Trust me, I've been doing it for a long time. I built a channel. You know that channel y'all go to? I be talking about bullshit over there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do. I be talking about the Passport Brothers. It took me 15 days to get 1,000 subscribers. It didn't take long. All you gotta do is just do the shorts. That's a hack if y'all don't know. The reason why you get so many subscribers from the shorts is because they're competing with TikTok still, even though they're losing. But it's an incentive for you to do shorts, and they'll give you more of traction. So therefore you'll get more subscribers. So if you want to monetize real quick, you just need 1,000 subscribers, and you need a certain amount of watch time minutes. Just do the shorts. Now you're not going to get the watch time minutes from the shorts. Now you got to go live. Just go live like 5 minutes or whatever, and then put out a series of 3-minute videos, and you'll get your watch time minutes within a week. So that's how it works if you want to get monetized and talk about whatever you want to talk about. And this is any subject matter that you want to talk about, and you can get monetized. Now, how much you make on that, that's up to you. Some people blow up on here. Like John, he blew up. John is like what you call, John the Liquidator is what you call a tier. Well, there's levels to it within each subject matter. In the broad scheme of things in YouTube, Mr. Beast is tier 1, right? But within the subject matter of Colorado, John is tier 1. So being that he's tier 1 in his subject, he would have more leeway when he contact the office at CU, because he's legitimate media. So you know how you go there and get a media badge to cover CU football? Well, he's gonna have to contact them so that he can get the dings lifted. It's really easy. All he got to do is make calls. He probably didn't know he could do it. Yep. So that's how he get that straight. It only take a few days, but he just have to write the emails and stuff like that. And just, he's a media. He's part of the media. And he doesn't say anything negative about the team, so he should be fine. Now I'm viewed as a hater, and it sucks because I just because I said it's the coach's fault, like that. And coaches watch. I'm telling you, they do watch. I'm telling you, they do. I'm telling you, they do. I know they do for a fact. So, obviously they human just like anybody else. They might take issue with what I'm saying, but I'm not really saying anything bad. But, people are human. People going to take issue. So, I think moving forward, though, after this, I don't even have to speak on a running game no more. Everybody know that. So I can just cover the news and stuff like that and just keep it pushing. But as far as like reaching out to get media pass and stuff, I'm not going to do that. So, but John, he should be straight because he's gotten media passes in the past. So all he got to do is just call the office and he'll be straight. You said throwing the O-line under the bus from channels. No, I never threw the O-line under the bus, Dre. Have I? I never threw the O-line under the bus. I don't think they're the problem. Maybe I'm just don't know football like that, but I don't think they're the problem. I like Rock, all of them. I don't think they're the problem. You said John did something to upset him. Kind of crazy, the strikes. Like, I don't understand it. I watch his videos. I don't see what he did. I don't see what he said. I mean, now granted, I haven't watched his videos in about a month or so because I'm busy with work and stuff. Because I had transitioned about 6 months ago. I have my own business now. I had transitioned from the office. And, when you're running your own business, man, it's like round the clock. So, so I'm constantly like, my day starts at like 5 a.m. and I'm going to different hospitals and stuff. So my day don't end until 12 p.m. That's the only time I get around to like trying to make content around 12 p.m. And then, so it's been a little hectic. So that my content has went down as far as input. No, I know what you're saying, Dre. I was just trying to brought up throwing an O-line under the bus comment. Yeah, I know he heard it come from the other. I know what channel. I know where it came from. It basically, I had reported on it too because I was like, I don't know if Shador comments will be considered throwing under the bus. I didn't interpret it that way. But if you interpret it that way, I understand why you wouldn't interpret it that way, right? Because he said how many times did Riola get hit? Well, but the fact of the matter is he did get hit. He did. So he wasn't lying. But I think they can help him in the next game. You know, everything is a learning experience. Okay, so obviously the scheme didn't work because he keep getting hit. So we just gonna have to go back to old school football for a minute. Oh, Jason Whitlock. I haven't watched him in a while. I mainly watch Shannon Sharp and Ocho, like as far as media, because I think Shannon Sharp is hilarious. I don't know if it's because of his accent. Oh, me and Antoine go back since we were kids. We had a small high school, so we all still like keep in touch. It's just our high school was really that small. We didn't come from a big high school. And I know I went to grammar school with Antoine's cousin. So we all known each other for a long time. Oh, Gear had said it's not the number of runs. It's about lining up in the shotgun every play with every run they do right up the middle. So you really what you're saying, Gear, the scheme got to change. And you know, this is the first time really that I really looked at this game from an analytical standpoint. Because you know, most of us, we just crack open a beer and we just like to look at a good, you know what I'm saying? We like to look at a good game, you know, whether it's back and forth or not. This is the first time I'm actually looking at it from an analytical standpoint. You know, like I just like to crack open a game and talk a little trash and whoever win, you know. I kind of loved it. I would have loved to be at that Nebraska game though. It was just the fans and stuff. I heard it. The one guy that has a channel next, he had a really good angle from the game, and he gave a really good perspective on how loud that stadium was. And I would have loved to be a part of that, just to experience it. I mean, I've been to pretty loud stadiums. I've been to Lincoln Financial, and I've been to the Vet. I've been to Giant Stadium. I never been to, believe it or not, guys. I never. I only actually yes, I've been there once. I only been to FedEx Field once, but and that's the closest stadium to me right now. I only been there one time, and that's because we got free tickets. That stadium pretty big too, actually. Yeah, Nebraska. The fans were so loud that if you were watching on TV, they cut it down. That's how loud it was. They said it was, and the guy that did the YouTube, it was very, very, very loud. It was extremely loud. And he said you can't tell him. He said he know for a fact the noise affected the team. He said it had to. So he said you would have to be there to experience it. And then it was like, 90,000 capacity. Just imagine. You know, look, I've been at NFL games where it's been over that, but sometimes it don't get that loud. There's times in a game where it does get loud, and then it'll quiet down, you know. But the college game is different. Like the fans, they be going hard. It's different from NFL. That's why I would like to experience it. Maybe next year. Arrowhead is going to be loud too. If they sell out Arrowhead Stadium when they go play, I believe they play there this year. It's going to be loud there too. The student section, you know, the student body. The only other game that I have been to, I've been to Cameron Indoor Stadium. I've seen the Cameron Crazies. It gets loud in the Cameron Indoor Stadium. But I've been there. It was years ago when I went there. but I remember how loud that stadium is. When this was back when Mike Krzyzewski was still coaching. Because when I went there, that's when Kyrie, he only played there 1 year. I was there when Kyrie played. I went to a game when Kyrie was there. And man, it gets ridiculous. Yep, we took the ride out there, Ant. I took the ride out there, and I had tickets. And the student body, some people don't have shirts on that they painted blue. Dude, it's crazy. So the college scene is like where it's at. I would like to go visit the dog pound. You know what I'm saying? And out there in Ohio, Cleveland. I just want to go one time and to go to the dog pound. You know, one time. But I don't think it's like back in the day, is it? That's like a thing in the past. Has they ran over 80 plus yards on the prime? I believe Dylan did in the TCU game. You remember when he had that breakaway? When they passed it to him and he broke free? I believe he went over. I believe he had over 80 yards of offense. I believe so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it's been a few years, Mike. Nebraska was waiting for this game. Oh, Texas A&M. Yeah, you should do it, Ant. You should take a trip out there to Texas A&M. Man, if you ever want to experience it, man, I know Cameron Indoor Stadium. That right there, that was crazy. Though, and look, the student body, they stood up the whole time. The whole game, they were standing up. And they were jumping up and down, and they did this chant. It was crazy. Oh, you played in Texas A&M Stadium? Damn, that was an awesome experience then. Yeah, I think the practice was pretty intense. I mean, I think all the practice should be intense at this level, but yeah, the practice was intense. I think they will come out this game and really handle business up there at Colorado State. Because you heard what the coach said? He said, "Oh, they're the same team from last year." He said that. He said they're pretty much the same team from last year. So now they got to show them that they're not the same team from last year. Oh my God, Mike Norvell, Coach Norvell, or something else. Yeah, it depends on the stadium design. It can make it louder than others. Some sidelines are close to your bench. Oh yeah, That's another thing. Yeah, if the sidelines are really close to your bench, you can like that's a factor too. Yeah, I never been to Texas A&M Stadium, and I would like to do that too. I've been to Maracana Stadium in Brazil. I've been there. That was back in, oh my God, that was in 2001. I got a chance to go there. That's a huge stadium. Holy crap. My next bucket list is to go to either Emirates Stadium or Old Trafford. That's my next bucket list, but I've been to Maracana Stadium. I can't even describe to you how big it is. It's big. The stadium is huge, man. I think it fits over 100,000 at least. I think 100,000. I'm not sure about. Somebody told me what stadium was that? Santos Stadium was pretty good. I never been there. But yeah, Nick, if I'm ever in England, I want to go to either Old Trafford or I don't know if they still call it Emirates Stadium, or is it they call it something else now for Arsenal. You say you might drive down to Buffalo and watch the NFL game. Oh yeah, you could do that. You said if the Falcons ever play, that'll be cool right there. Because you up in Toronto, you just drive on down. Oh, White Hart Lane and Enfield. Oh man, you know your soccer, huh? Oh, Oregon Stadium is deafening. Yeah, I think they experienced that last year. You know, they played Oregon last year. Nah, but it wasn't nothing like Nebraska though. Them fans did not let up. They didn't let up the whole time. Yeah, in real live action, it's crazy. And I remember the game. It was giant. It was in Giant Stadium. They played the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was when Cordell Stewart went out with that injury. That was at the tail end of his career. And when they set up there and gave a standing ovation because he got injured, that was in bad taste. They actually clapped because of it. And then I believe it was that game that they don't have beer at the beer bottle. They don't sell beer bottles in the stadiums no more. They were throwing beer bottles, man. The fans got that rowdy. They want to start throwing beer bottles. It was crazy. They were arresting people. It was crazy, man. People got that liquored up. I think the only way you can get like beer bottles unless you actually in the unless you like dining in, you can still get it, but you can't I don't think you can bring it out in the stadium still. No, it was at Giant Stadium, Ant, when that happened. Well, the old Giant Stadium. Yeah, that sounds like something that will happen at the vet, right? The old vet stadium, veteran stadium, but no, it happened at Giant Stadium. It was in bad taste too, man. They were throwing beer on the players, everything else. Clap when Cordell got injured. It was crazy. But what's his name? He lit us up that game. Chris for Matu Mafala. He tore the Giants up, man. You talking about running? He just kept. He was getting all type of yardage. You said actually the vendors take the top, so they do sell bottles. Ant in Giant Stadium still. Okay, I guess this was that one time. But anyway, guys, let me get out of here. I'll call her back. Let me get up out of here. I will catch you guys on the next one. They don't mess with me now, y'all. You heard what Cam said. I'm gonna tell them don't mess with you. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't gonna lose sleep over it. Oh yeah, they only plastic bottles. Yeah, and the reason why they only do plastic bottles is because of that game I went to. They were throwing bottles at the players and at each other. And it was in the section I was sitting in, but I didn't throw no bottles though. It wasn't me. I was just sitting there shaking my head. I'm like, I can't believe they're gonna get liquored up and do this. It was at the end of the game. The game was over. This is when the players was walking back, to in the tunnel. But let me get up out of here, y'all. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And yeah, we'll do it again. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping by.